Good?
Stop.
Oh shit!
We're here.
Back again.
Yes,
What's going on?
I'm here. Brent.
What Label Podcast.
No
Brought
street.
to you by Moog Audio. Go to
Moog
moogaudio.com for all of your DJ needs, your gear needs, and all your other needs.
Salut.
Salute.
That's
And
it.
also sponsored by Mill Street Organic.
There you go. Mill Street Organic. Mill Street Brewery. They hook it up. Cheers.
There you go.
Some delicious fine lager. 4.2%.
It's good shit.
It is.
All right.
May 2-4 long weekend just passed, my friend.
Yeah.
And what a weekend it was.
It was rough.
Summer's here, buddy.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's going to be sick.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Yeah, man. The floodgates have opened. Party time.
Party time.
We have a few plugs, a few amazing, I should say, announcements to make.
Yes.
Digital Dreams, the Powered by Rogers Live Nation Festival.
Rogers.
We are going into the show, ladies and gentlemen. What Label Podcast. We're going to be on site shooting live podcasts with all of the talent, all of the DJs, all of the staff, all of you, everybody who's going to be there. We're going to have a little promo video we'll put together for you guys and just sort of showcasing the actual event itself within the full 2-day time span. We'll sort of capture as much as we possibly can. Who knows who we're going to run into. We're going to have our own little area in the media booth, so hopefully we can get as many of the international as well as the local talents that we've even had in the podcast in. So really looking forward to that. That's Canada Day long weekend. Myself, I'll be ripping on the Canada stage. My guest, Mr. Johnny Bats, in the house.
Yeah, we're playing, man.
He'll be on the stage.
I think we might end up playing on the same day. I don't know what the draw's going to be like, but hopefully we do.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I would really like that. But I don't know, man. I told him to pull out of a hat for that one.
It's got to be done like that.
Like, they really should, you
Yeah.
know? But nevertheless, I mean, everyone's got to be there. It's essential.
And there's no favoritism that way. I mean, if everyone's name goes in the hat that's on the bill, I mean, if you get a shitty draw, that's the way it is. I mean, what can you do? But, I mean, you can't pull in the favorites.
I don't really think there is a shitty draw, Brent. Like, you know? Because that festival's going to be very busy.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just thinking in times of where you would have like a Richie Houghton playing, and you have to play because you want to see Richie Houghton.
However, there are a few headliners per se on the Canada stage.
Definitely.
So I think a lot of us guys will get a little bit more of a chance to expose ourselves to these international DJs, meet and greet them, talk to them, and maybe vice versa. These guys are going to be walking around the event during the day as well.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah, the networking capabilities.
Yeah, you know the way we are. I mean, we're definitely a breed of people that, you know, we're sociable, right? I mean, there's some that stay behind the curtain, and that's pretty good.
Well, let's just hope the big names and the egos are able to come out and shine for the day.
I really hope the Eagles stay at home that day for everyone. However, nonetheless, it is going to be a good show.
It will.
I look forward to being there, and I thank everyone involved. We're involved. There we go. Balance.
Hey, balance. Yeah,
That's
well,
what
we're
we
going
do.
to get into balance. We're going to get into you. A couple other things, though, before we make the plunge into Johnny Bats' world. Fiction Nightclub.
Fiction.
Nightclub just opened up a couple weeks ago. Saturday nights are rocking. My boy Andy D, shout outs to Mystery Entertainment, rocking the show.
Yep.
I got
Friends.
the basement going. We got the deep house vibes going on, mixed in with a little bit of smooth R&B flavor, a little bit of tech, a little bit of classic. I mean, whatever really flows down there. We just want to groove in, we want it moving, and it has been banging the last couple of weeks. Great reviews, great times.
I'm going dancing there Saturday. I'm coming.
Hey,
I'm
man,
coming.
you're on the list.
I'm coming.
You're there. You're a balanced guy.
I've said to myself I'm gonna go, and I don't usually go out. You know what I mean? But I said, you know what? I believe in this. I definitely do. It's gonna rock.
Well, we have a great team downstairs.
Yeah.
Mystery as well as Gavin Bryant. Gerbs is downstairs.
Yeah,
He's rocking
Gerbo.
it.
Oh, Gerbo.
He's got the whole crew down there as well. So we got a great vibe, a great evening going on down there. So if you want to join us, hit me up. You know you're to catch me at Brent Hayward or on my Facebook, whatever, and we'll make sure to sort everybody out. And let's move on to the main event, buddy, which is yourself.
Myself.
Cheers again.
Arnold.
It's been a long and winding road, as the Beatles put it in song from Mr. Johnny Bats.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
How did this all start for you, bro?
Okay. Let's see. 25 cents ahead in grade 7. That's exactly how it started. Halloween dance.
Okay.
Yeah. I had some plastic turntable, a tape deck, playing like Africa Bambaataa.
Nice.
You know, stuff like that.
Okay.
I had a bouncer. He was the biggest grade 8 in the school, And
I'll pay you in chips and gummies.
Yeah, and I'll never forget the day that I was able to go home with a bunch of quarters. And slowly, kids started hiring me for their birthday parties. I turned, I don't know, a lot of quarters into rolls of quarters, and finally bought my first pair of turntables.
Nice.
And I paid for those turntables with rolls of change.
Perfect.
Yeah. And I think I must have been 14 years old.
Okay.
And started buying vinyl from there. And my first few years were, I wasn't playing house music.
Okay.
You know, I wasn't exposed to it. Definitely through my youth. I grew up watching shows like EC and stuff like that.
We all did. That was way ahead of its time.
Yeah, and you know, like we had Planet Soul and all this great music and a lot of good stuff that I really loved to play, but it wasn't being played in the all ages clubs. You know, that's where I could get a gig. I was 15 years old.
Well, it was all Euro back then. Right?
Yeah, and freestyle, which, to be quite honest with you, in its beginning days, I dig it. I really do. Sure. I like old freestyle music, and for a few reasons. I mean, Miami Beach. Like, think of everyone says Miami Beach, right? Well, Miami Beach was freestyle a long time ago. Stevie B, all these people, right? That's where, you know, sort of I got exposed to that. I was a pianist as a kid. I mean, I guess that's really what brought me into the music. Yeah. And then nightclubs, you know, started playing these all ages parties. Lots of people. I had a promoter back in the day. It was awesome. A manager. You know, I was.
His name was?
George the Iceman. I'll never forget it. Yeah. And this guy.
Still around.
He's still around. And this guy took me. I'll never forget this. And I have flyers with my picture on it. And the world's youngest DJ. I was 16 years old. And there's 4,000 kids in front of me. And, you know, I was making peanuts, but, you know, he wasn't. But it's, you know, it's just the way it was, right?
Gotcha.
And I still persisted carrying my crates of records. And, you know, that's basically how it started. And out of that with house music and stuff. But my roots were definitely from a homegrown environment, like playing basement parties and all that stuff. House music was my collection. That's what it was. I collected house music, you know, strictly house classics, Frankie Knuckles, all that stuff. That's what I'd like to keep. But I never had a chance to play it because I didn't have an opportunity until, you know, the later years.
Okay.
You know, after that, I started going industry. And that was...
Well, that's what I was going to say. My next question would have been, when were you properly exposed?
That was basically it. I mean, my gigs would end at 2. Or, you know, all ages parties, 2 o'clock. So I'd wait there, you know, the typical cash out forever. And I remember I could not get into industry if my life depended on it until 2:45. But I would get in.
Nice.
And I remember I would go there after my gig. I'd pay $25 and $40. This is obviously before I knew anybody. But I would go, and I would pay my way, and I'd just go in there and just be in shock and awe on what was going on, and that's really where I got exposed to the underground side of house music. Always the commercial stuff was good back in the day, as classic house was popular culture back in the day. People liked it, and house sort of died out for a period of time, and I guess that's when everything was forced underground, right? And industry was a perfect sign of that. The rave supported it, of course, and on a Saturday night it was either, oh, are you going to the rave or are you going to industry? Or, no, where are you going? And the older people would go to industry, and the younger people would go to these warehouse raves and slaughterhouses, or, you know, Masonic temples, and just crazy stuff like that.
It was the Gov, and it was Meow. I remember.
Government always had, like, and the government, it was like, that was the government.
It was trance.
It was like trance, you know what I mean? And I mean, excuse the French, but I never really fuck with trance, you know what I mean? I never really did it, but I appreciated it once I started seeing guys like Tiesto and Paul Van Dyke, and when I started seeing the actual, you know, the big beauty behind it, right? It's a story, right? Really, it's what it is. But, you know, to each their own. But that's was my roots, industry and the raves, basically. More so industry because the raves, you know, got cut off prematurely, I believe, you know, and that's why we have our projects that we're trying. Like we're basically just trying to regrow something.
Everything comes in cycles, people.
Circles, man, circles. Things come in circles, and with the right people and the, you know, the right attitude, anything's possible.
For sure, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
What's well, you mentioned industry. I guess who would be the first DJ you saw at industry that caught your attention to sort of bring you into this world?
Okay, so I went. I'll never forget it. I was wearing a bright yellow jacket, looked like Big Bird. I'm not gonna lie. And everyone who knows me, by the way, guys, you guys remember this jacket because I still have it. And like, it's Eddie Bauer, man. Gore-Tex. Can't be done.
It's Gore-Tex.
I paid $80 for it. You know who sold me that jacket? Phil from BPM. Sold me that jacket. I'm not even gonna lie. We were in grade 9, and he goes, "John, $80." He had garbage bags, but the thing lasted me. So, anywho, first DJ. Believe it or not, guys, I was blessed. I paid $40. I walked in to Danny Tenaglia.
Oh my God.
My first time in industry.
Wow.
I walked into Danny Tenaglia and it was like music. It was magic and every crazy thing was happening and I was shocked. And I took off my jacket. I checked it.
What else did you take off?
I picked up a sparkler that night that I shouldn't have picked up. And I learned the hard way because, there's some big guys around me and I just threw the sparkler elsewhere.
Yeah.
But, the way it happened was I really appreciated music that night. I saw a craft that I'd never seen before. And that's when I really said, you know what? Okay, well, I can make money in this commercial scene. It's fine. And I can play this cheese. That's what I call it. Or it's what, commercial pop, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And then I can play this stuff, but this stuff doesn't really make me much money. But this is where my heart is.
This is where
this is where it is, right? It's really what I felt. So I stuck with it, and I stuck with it, and I stuck with it. And I'll tell you, Brent, for the longest time, and not only for myself, for most of us, 95% of the guys in the city got us nowhere. We find ourselves playing a Saturday residency, top 40, right? We're giving out mixed CDs with house music on them. It's the way it goes, right? It's reality. And we're here now being able to celebrate the fact that, now we can fucking play house music, yes, which is great.
We've been asking for it for years.
We've changed it. We've changed it ourselves, right? We had to change it ourselves. Certain things have helped, right? But, to answer your question, Danny Tenaglia. It's like a demigod, man. That's him. Like, you cannot ask to walk into a better event or be affected in a better way than by that guy. Aside from, his retirement and all this stuff that's going on, which I don't believe.
No, I think Danny's even come out and said little hints in here. Did you see his?
No, I'm telling him. I don't believe him. But it's just, remember the sign? I made that sign. I did, and no, okay.
Oh, the Tenaglia spelled wrong.
The Tenaglia, I made it. The guy, and you know what? Because it was so much stuff was going on, I paid a guy. I go, listen, here's $20. Finish the sign. True story. I paid for that.
In case you're wondering, people who are not unaware of the sign, we had a party recently at the warehouse with Mr. Carl Cox, and a sign was created that says, "Where is Tenaglia? Tenaglia." And it got held up at the party, and of course it went viral within a day. Danny put it up as his Facebook profile pic.
My God. I remember that. And we got lots of hits, and really nothing materialized out of it. However, it was a great experience, and for me to just, have him as my first person that I saw. And then, after that, comes all the industry guys, the regulars and really the guys from the city.
Peter and Tyrone, Dino and Terry, Matt C.
and Terry, Matt C, Mario J, love you. Kenny G's now art department for all you who don't know who Kenny Glasgow is. All of a sudden, people are like, oh, art department. Well, yeah, that's Kenny. Well, Kenny. And it's like, well, no. Like, I remember 5 a.m.
Remember Techno
right?
Kenny.
That was Techno Kenny, but that's how I know Kenny, right? And really, a lot of these guys, and there's some great guys in the city as well. Like, Joe and Fab, great DJs, have always been true, from the beginning. And they sort of were pioneers in trying to get this house music movement going. And
you hear that? Where are you guys, man? Get in here.
There was only a few, like they really should. And
great guys.
And the way things have gone is that now we all have opportunities to do things. Mm-hmm. And I'm really happy about that. So that's cool. But Danny, love you for your first experience that you gave me over there. But yeah, it was definitely the first person who inspired me to say, okay, well, yeah, I'm going to start. I want to play in this place. Unfortunately, it closed, but, I'm going to get something that looks exactly like it, and I'm going to play in there. It's going to be magic, just like that. So I'll figure it out. Yeah.
Balance, brother.
Balance.
What is up with Balance? I see that you guys are involved with Digital Dreams. You're on the main flyer. You are promoting. You're all over the place in terms of independence.
Thank God. Bless us.
How did this all start?
Balance was created. It was created of a need for it, a want for something. Myself, Dave, Gavin, the synergy that we brought to the table. We have a godfather in the Toronto scene. you know, you got myself, who's, you know, got the music side of it, and Dave really holds it together when it comes to everything. I mean, the guy's just, I mean, from the beginning to the end, he's really had the concept and launched it properly. And I mean, through his hard work, we've managed to brand something and, you know, hand it over to somebody like Gavin, who can take it and just bang. You know what I mean? And it's like the firecracker. Right. And, you know, I'm the noise, right? So, you know what I mean? You got the ingredients, the explosion, and the noise. That's the way I look at it. But balance really is that synergy that, you know, we're looking for to do good events, you know, have a great clientele, hopefully expand them to be bigger and bigger and bigger. Balance is, you know, one of many involved with this. And, you know, that's what's needed for 30,000 people. I mean, let's be realistic. But Balance does have, let's say, sub-labels, sub-brands, right? And those are the Balance events that we do around the city. We do 90s events, 80s events. You know, there's nights where it just depends on how I feel. We also just recently released a house label. This type of night where it's just house music, and we bring in all of our friends from around the city. We've only managed to do one so far this year. And coming up, we have Digital Dreams, which is totally taking up a lot on our plate. Myself as a DJ, you know, trying to just keep your life going at the same time and get everything in perspective. But Balance really is the perfect recipe, I believe, to have, you know, just a good wholesome team. And, you know, we're adding people. We really are. I mean, we pick up, you know, every couple of weeks we'll meet someone who will be like, hey, you know, we're interested in, you know, becoming a part of this Balance movement. And we have so many likes on Facebook, and it's starting. It's really
amazing.
Yeah, it's really starting to pick up, and Digital Dreams will probably take us over the top, and we plan to take it there. I can speak through my music. Dave can speak through the actions, the festival, and the talent that we have. And, you know, Gavin with his social media background is, you know, it's very, very strong. And, you know, you bring that together with, you know, you have Unique. You know, you've been a resident for them. You've DJed for them hundreds and thousands of times. And, you know, you have Capture, which are old school guys, and, you know, they really have taken this city as far as clubs are concerned. Do you know what I mean? Those guys really got a couple great venues, and it's just a good recipe, man. And I'm really thankful that, you know, we made the cut, man, and that's really what's important. You know, every DJ that's on that bill, you know, deserves to be there, right? And they've all worked hard. They're an active part of the Toronto Underground. And that's really what's going to make you in this city, is if you're actually out there busting your chops, making it work. You know what I mean?
Agreed, 100%.
That's the way it goes. And you know what? To the rest of you, I love you. But, you know, unfortunately, you got to be you got to be in it to create it, right? And that's how we lost the Underground, was people lost track, right? So I'm asking that we all unite. And we make
everybody. I mean, we know that there's other things going on this summer, guys.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of separation still.
There's like 5 different festivals, and they're all at different times, and they all have different music. But this Digital Dreams one, like, this really has, like, Richie Houghton, man. Like, this is Canada. You know what I mean? This is Richie's home. Like, I mean, the guy's really going to give you a great performance. I saw the guy in Barcelona last summer. I was with him on a small club, or not a small club, big club on a small island in the middle of nowhere in the Mediterranean, pouring rain, and this guy's killing it. The heart that guy has, you know what I mean?
Not to mention he's a technical
Yeah, it's just the way it is. I mean, if you really want to see music, you want to hear beats, you want to see the way things are going, you know, Digital Dreams is definitely the way to go. There are a few other festivals that you will see me at, you know what I mean? You will see me there. You know, I support everybody. But I you know, really stress that everybody out there that this festival is definitely going to be essential. And the people that you meet there, and the information that you're going to receive at this festival, as far as messages are concerned, as far as other promos are concerned, that 30,000 people will be in the loop.
Yeah,
right?
Networking. That's all about
that 30,000 people will now have an opportunity to take the social media that we're giving them. Say, now listen, now let's guide this city, right? So now we have 30,000 people we can appeal to. And this is what we're looking for, right? But yeah, Digital Dreams, thank you to everyone, all the sponsors, Rogers, Live Nation, you know, and definitely my boys from Balance, and, you know, making it all possible, man. Everything's really, really good right now, and I'm enjoying it.
It was a great team. It was a good concept, and it's finally happened. It's about time.
Yeah, man. I'm so happy about this. I have a house music brand. I'm happy. I really am, and I haven't been this happy in years with music. I really haven't. But hopefully, feeling, eh? Yeah. And I want to stop talking because I need to show you guys that in the form of some music.
Oh well, you know what? That's gonna come next.
Yeah.
I guess.
I talk too much.
No, you don't.
It's just the way it is, right? I mean,
it's all good.
I'm a wop. Wait, that's how we go.
You got plenty to say. So different way.
Plenty to say.
Well, hold on. Where do you like?
What else we got?
Expanding, like thinking forward here, because obviously you've done a lot of forward thinking, getting this off the ground. Where do you see balance? In 5 years?
Yeah. How could I forgot that? Balance in 5 years.
And Johnny Bats in 5 years.
Johnny Bats in 5 years. Well, I'm not. I mean, okay, not to knock Miami, but I ain't gonna be there. But you know, myself, to be honest with you, it is my aspiration to be a vagabundo. I gotta hook up with these guys, and I'm telling you, these guys are heavy duty. You know what I mean? They're a crew of great DJs. They're out in Spain. I watch you guys. Yes, I do. And you know, I always submit to them my mixes and stuff, and I hear lots of feedback from them. I recently had a great experience with a few of them. You know, Halloween, yeah, partying. You know, we had a great time, and musically, we hooked up. Everything was cool. So my aspiration is to eventually get to Spain somehow, some way. You know, that right now is really the center of where everything's going. And if I can spend a couple months there, I will. You know, however, I'm gonna put out some music. That'll be coming in the next month or two. Once I put that music out, you know how it goes, right? So yeah. I'm gonna put the music out. This will be, by the way, the first time I've ever produced anything.
Wow.
And the reason why is because I was a DJ. I played music. That's what I did. And at this point, I've realized that you have to produce in order to, you know, pump it up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to produce stuff. It's going to be banging. It's going to be hard. It's going to be soft. It's going to be everywhere in between. But hopefully I can really show the rest of the world what I got, because I'd really love to do that. But, yeah, production's where I'm going, man. 5 years production. You know, you'll probably catch me... who knows? You'll catch me at Digital Dreams 5 years from now, probably on the main stage.
Well, this is not just going to be a one-time thing. We're going to be hammering this.
Like, you know, something like that. Or even if it's not called Digital Dreams. But whatever the dream will be 5 years from now. And you know what I mean? And he's got to be there with me. This guy really does. And I really thank you for bringing me here on the show. Like, it's pretty dope, man. I love the atmosphere we got. The crew that we had from that weekend we had together on the trailer. Remember, we were DJing on that truck. For like,
we got, we're going to have some footage of that coming up.
40,000 people in front of us. Anyway.
Yeah, that was the Global Marijuana March. Yeah. Myself and put together by the Gerbs, and we ended up meeting. We were chilling with the Herbs. We were chilling with the whole crew. We had the Herbs.
We had the Gerbs. We had well, my guys were there. Your guys were. Everybody was there. It's 40,000 people, man. The whole school was. This whole school was there. You can believe it. It's like I'm in high school. The whole. Don't edit this. This is good stuff. The whole city was there. The whole city was there. I mean, they were stoned, but that's just the way it goes, right? And,
hey, you know what? We had a blast. What else can you?
Medicinal purpose only, cannabis. But other than that, Mill Street, great beer.
Yeah,
great beer. Just gotta say, it's giving me a good feeling.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what, dude. I'm all about supporting the younger talent and the youth coming up, and I was discussing this with Laddie.
I'm a little boy, man. I'm young still. Am I young? No, I'm not. It's not me. Anyway.
Like we're saying, letting the people come up through the ranks, and the DJs who may not have a name that want to get to the level of, you know, balance and creating their own brands.
Bring them in here, Brett. That's what we're gonna do. Guys, send your stuff, man. Dude, this is the only way it works.
Here's what we're gonna do. We have a contest that we're gonna start. I get a lot of PMs and a lot of Facebook messages and whatnot. People are saying they want to come on the show. So you know what? Let's do it. We have a contest where we're gonna have WLP13@gmail.com. You guys can send me all of your mixes, and what we'll do is we'll take everything into consideration, and we'll give it, let's say, well, you know what, Digital Dreams is Canada Day. That's July 1st. So by the second week of July, I'll have enough time to sort of get off the whole festival horse and just relax for a minute, and we'll listen to what we have coming in, and the best mix that I feel is overall, like, you know, encompassing all genres and styles. Send me whatever. I don't care if it's tech,
bring it, man.
If it's prog, if it's whatever, like,
bring it, don't sing it.
Bring it. Let's see what it is, and you guys are in. So whoever takes the cake, hey, you'll get your own spot where Johnny Bass is sitting. You can have your own hour of time. Tell me what's all about in your world.
You might get booked.
Hey, you never know. There's a lot of shit going on in the city of Toronto right now, son.
And up in this apartment, there's lots of stuff going on. You might get booked up in here, you know. But anyways, listen, send this guy your stuff.
There we go.
He'll make it happen for you.
I'll blast it out on Facebook, on Twitter. We'll put the info up again so you guys will know. And contest, and also Digital Dreams. If you can spot Here's what we're gonna do. We gotta give away 2 tickets.
Well, that's like $230.
Yeah, these things aren't cheap. And you know
Good
what? We'll
Lord,
throw in
that's
some
a lot
Mill
of
Street Brewery swag. So,
Yeah.
I'm caught up here. We're gonna take
From Mill Street.
any T-shirts and hats we have, any
Perks.
bottle openers.
Yeah.
We're gonna do free giveaway of all of the gear, as well as 2 tickets to Digital Dreams for a 2-day pass. And what we're going to do is throughout the podcast in the next 3 weeks, we're going to have 3 of them. So during this one, right now that you're going to be watching, you're going to see a Digital Dreams logo pop up. And during that logo, what I want you guys to do is remember the exact time that thing popped up. Mark it down. You're going to do it 3 times because there's 3 podcasts until Digital Dreams. June 21st is the last podcast that you're going to see before the show, before Digital Dreams. So mark down anytime you see the logo for Digital Dreams pop up anywhere here. Mark it down, time-wise. Email whitelabelpodcast@gmail.com. The next 3 podcasts, when you see that happen, the time it happened, and we're going to draw whoever gets it. You'll get 2 tickets, and you'll be set on your way to the biggest Toronto DJ festival we've ever seen.
Dope.
I can't do it any easier than
I had a
that,
Kenny
guys.
Dope CD.
You watch 3 podcasts, you see the logo, you write down the time, you send me an email, you get 2 $250 tickets, and you get T-shirts, you get beer swag. I don't know what else to say.
I don't even get that.
Yeah, we'll give you a T-shirt, man.
I don't-
And you got beer. Fine.
You know? Okay.
All right, listen.
Love you, man.
How can we get a hold of you?
Okay. Well, what you can do is you can look up Balance Inc.
Mm-hmm.
On Facebook. You could also look up Johnny Bats on Facebook, DJ
Cool.
Johnny Bats. You can Google me. We're also on Twitter. It's Balance TO. And what else? How else can you get in with Balance?
Just Google, man.
Yeah, man. Just like get with the times, right? Like just Google it. You'll find us.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Shoutouts?
Bookings, shout-outs. Oh my God, to you first of all. Second of all, Gerbo, he made it happen.
There you go.
He made it happen for me. We got Dave, we got Mama, love you, Mama. No, shout out to my Mama. But yeah, basically everyone who supported me, man. Like, you know, you guys have really been there for me through the years, and you guys know who you are. So just keep doing it, and I guarantee I'll show you the big time.
Beauty.
Yeah, but anyone who's made it happen, and Big G, gotcha. But
That's it.
that's about it.
I guess for now, in my world, Fiction Saturdays, again, check it out. Myself, these guys are going to be on board.
Come see me. Yeah,
downstairs.
man. I'm there.
And we also have the Saturday,
Yeah.
May 26th, Red Door Loft.
Red Doe.
Another 1 degree party.
1 degree.
Myself, yourself, the DJ lineup is looking stellar. So we are going to have another after hours underground party coming your way.
Yeah, you guys.
We're going
you guys
late.
Gotta come to this stuff.
We're going late. So
Okay.
May 26th. And
We're good, man. I'm giddy.
Digital Dreams,
Cool.
Canada Day long weekend.
Gotcha.
Johnny Bats is about to rip a set for you right now.
I'm gonna play some music.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, bye.
viendo. Y ese timbal está, tengo que bailar, voy a gozar yo solo. Que voy para el baño y regreso en media hora. Allá voy yo. Allá es que están las jevas esas están allí. Voy a tener que ir para allá para gozar. Allá. Así me gusta. Mami, sí, tú también. ¿Cómo tú te llamas? No, pero yo no estaba con aquella allí, que tú sabes que yo vine aquí solo, pero ¿qué es esto? Que la cosa está... No, yo estoy solo, no te apures de eso. El teléfono mío, aquí no se puede ni hablar. Pues yo me voy a bailar. La musiquita está... Vaya, mami. Vaya, esa conga y ese timbal está... Voy a gozar yo solo. Un pasito para aquí, un pasito para allá. Me muevo para allá y me muevo para acá. Vaya. Échale, así me gusta. Vaya, esa conga y ese timbal está. Tengo que bailar. Hey.